and welcome to Phnom Penh. We actually arrived yesterday after a 5-hour bus ride from Siem Reap. Can highly recommend Vet Air bus services. Fantastic bus, the most comfortable bus we've ever had, and yeah, so definitely recommend that one. We're here in Phnom Penh. We're going to go and visit the Royal Palace today and the Silver Pagoda. So come along and join us as we explore more of Phnom Penh. So if you come by Grab, you will probably get dropped off at the wrong location. So we got off down there, and then we had 3 or 4 touts wanting to take us around the city, telling us that the palace was closed today, which we know from our experience in Thailand is probably not true. So yeah, having walked the wrong way for about 5 minutes, we've come back around and we've actually found the proper entrance where the ticket booth is. So let's try again.
Heard you been looking for me, yeah. I heard you been looking for me. Heard you been looking for me.
So we've just finished up at the Royal Palace and Silver Pagoda. So as a whole, it was very pretty, but as a traveller who has been to many countries, we have a lot to compare it to. And for me personally, it didn't have that wow factor, but it's still very pretty. So you can decide for yourselves whether you want to spend the $10 each to get in and have a look. We've come out tonight down to Bassac Lane, which is really popular with diners. It's also really busy and they don't exactly close the street off, so it is a bit chaotic. But we came down here the other night and had pizza, and tonight we're looking forward to some lovely Greek food, I reckon. So we're going to have a look. Just finished an absolutely beautiful dinner here at Elia's Greek Kitchen. Couldn't film in there, or I couldn't talk in there, sorry, because it was really loud with the music. Absolutely beautiful food. We had 2 souvlaki plates, 2 drinks, and 2 single scoop gelatos. Was less than $25. So amazing value for money. A bit more pricey than what we normally spend, but so beautiful it was worth it. We're just on our way back to our hotel, and we've just stopped at the Independence Monument. We can actually see this from where we're staying, and it looks really pretty at night time, so we thought we'd come down and have a look. It's actually built to commemorate independence from the French. This morning we've come across to the Tuol Genocide Museum. It was formerly a high school before it was turned into the S21 prison during the Khmer Rouge years. We're going to have an explore and see what it's all about. It costs $5 without an audio guide, or $10 if you want the audio guide. We've opted not to today. We can read our way around and see what we can learn. Not sure how much we'll video, so we will catch you guys up in a little bit. 80% of the children that were taken by the Khmer Rouge were first forced to work every day, well beyond their abilities and capabilities, mostly in agriculture. Well, as you would expect, it is pretty heavy and pretty sombre so far. Each of these rooms that we're going into has a list of prisoners' names of who was held prisoner there, and as there were only 12 survivors, we can assume that most of these people sadly were killed. It's hard not to walk into the rooms and not feel a heaviness and a presence, I guess. But definitely important to educate ourselves so that these things don't happen again, and hopefully we can bring a bit more understanding to this, relatively unknown, I feel, part of Cambodia's history as far as the rest of the world goes. If you decide to only do one thing when you're here in Phnom Penh, I highly recommend you come along to this museum prison. It is heartbreaking, but I think it's important to know. Allow yourselves a couple of hours. We've spent a couple of hours here. There are 4 buildings to explore. There are multiple levels, so there are stairs involved, and make sure you bring some water because it is hot. But yeah, very insightful, sombering experience, and I'm glad that we got to come and have a look and learn some more about the history. Now we've come across to the Central Market. It was built in 1937 to accommodate the growing population of Phnom Penh, and at the time was said to be the largest market in Asia. So we're planning on having some lunch here, but we'll also have a bit of an explore and have a look around because it looks like a really interesting building. Just about find anything you need in here, by the way, so if you're looking for anything, come on by, because there is endless alleys plus all of the space in between, and we know there's food somewhere as well, so we will get to that in a little bit. If you don't make it to Siem Reap, you can buy all of your paintings and goodies here as well at the Central Market. They have everything you could ever desire. Rows upon rows upon rows. And puppies. Cute puppies. Sorry, they don't have puppies. That was that lady's puppies. But they certainly have a lot of clothes. Like, how many clothes can one market need, honestly? Well, the bags are cute. Those bags are a bit cute. Don't mind those. Oh, how pretty are those? Traditional clothes. It's very nice. Very nice. Fabrics. Beautiful silks. And if you need a watch or 20, you could come here and buy some watches. Souvenirs, t-shirts. You might have found the food for eating, maybe. The cooking things. So we've taken a seat amongst the chaos, and we've ordered some beef, egg and fried rice and some beef lok lak here in the local market, and a couple of drinks. No idea really how much that's going to cost, but it all looks like about $2 US each. So yeah, I think today's going to be a cheap day. And here we've got some fried rice with beef. We've got some beef lak lak, which is the traditional dish that we really like. Mashed potatoes. Well, that was a very tasty lunch. They were good sized meals and very fresh and very delicious. We paid a total of $6 US for 2 plates of food plus 2 drinks. So that's a pretty good bargain, and that would be about $10 Australian. Well, we probably spent an hour here altogether. That's because we don't really need clothes and shoes and handbags and pots and pans and things. So you could spend a lot longer, obviously, if you were shopping. But yeah, definitely recommended to come down. The architecture here is beautiful, so it's worth coming just to look at the building alone. And if you're hungry, pop on into the food court, get out of your comfort zone and try some local food. But yeah, great place to come. That's it for us. It's too hot and we're going back to the hotel for a rest. We've had a rest. It's been a hot day and now we're in a tuk-tuk and we're headed to the night market. So we'll see what that's all about. And we'll show you some of the nightlife of Phnom Penh as we go. Safely arrived at the night market, so now we're going to have a look around and see what we can see. You can even get blingy Havaianas that look like, I don't know, Louis Vuitton or something. Oh, I quite like those. It's only about 6:30 here. I don't know if it gets busier later, but there's not a lot of people here at the moment. And yeah, there's a bit of a vibe with the music. Looks like you can come down here and get your knockoff gear, guys. Some Nike and Adidas and Louis Vuittons and things like that. So we've pulled up a cushion on a piece of mat or flying carpet. And we've ordered some barbecue meats and a couple of drinks. The drinks were 4,500 real, so that's okay. That's less than, well, it's a bit over $1 for $2 US. Yeah, so hopefully the food will be good and we'll catch up with you when we're eating. So first up we've got our pork and it's very well set up here. You've got your bowls and your condiments. We see this chili sauce everywhere. It's kind of sweet, but it's not sweet chili sauce like Thai. It's quite watery and it's got a bit of fire to it, so it's a bit spicier. There's like a really chilly looking thing and cutlery and some tissues. But yeah, this might be my plate. I think it looks like moo goo that you get in Thailand. So what it's called? Moo ping. Is that what it's called? Tastes pretty much like that too. So we've also got some beef skewers and some chicken skewers. These were each $3 US, so $369 US. Looks like a whole heap of meat on a stick. Well, that was rather tasty. We enjoyed the chicken and the pork ones the best. The beef ones were a little chewy. So yeah, $9 US or 36,000 real was not too bad, I suppose. But yeah, pretty good. This morning we've come across to Wat Phnom. Now Phnom means hill and Phnom Penh actually means Penn's Hill. So Phnom Penh was actually named after this temple, which is Wat Phnom, as Lady Penn back in the 1300s discovered a bronze Buddha on this mountain and therefore she built a temple and Phnom Penh was named after her. So we're going to go and explore this lovely looking temple which so far looks beautiful. It cost $1 US each to enter for foreigners. Yeah, it looks very nice and shady, and I believe that there is a very large clock here, so that'll be interesting to see. It's very pretty here so far. It's beautiful and shady, and it's very nice. I really like these statues that are lining the stairs that we're going up. It's very pretty. And the beautiful gold on this is gorgeous. At the top of the stairs, you are greeted with a view of some buildings behind me. And that beautiful pagoda. It's actually really serene and pretty up here. So yeah, I recommend coming up early. It's open from 7 a.m, so you can come up as early as you like. Absolutely beautiful in here inside the pagoda. There are some stunning Buddhas, and the artworks on the roof and on the walls are just amazing. So definitely worth coming up here because it's absolutely beautiful. The actual park area is really big too, so you can walk to the back of the pagoda and there's this beautiful big stupa and a couple of other smaller ones. There's lots of shade, there's nice trees and park, and yeah, it's just really nice and peaceful here. This is the big clock that I was telling you about. Massive clock on the grass, looks really cool. And over here, there's a big dragon. We've had a lovely explore here at Wat Nom for about an hour or so. Definitely worth coming down for $1 each. That's absolutely a bargain. And yeah, as I said, nice and shady here, cool, come early. And if you come on a weekend, you might even get to see people playing games as well, which is really cool. We've come back to Bassac Lane for lunch today. We've dropped into a famous dumpling house here called Mama Wong's. If you do come at lunchtime, they have actually a set menu where you can get a main, such as dumplings, a starter and a drink for $5.50 each. So that's a pretty good deal. So we're really enjoying this. It's actually our last day here in Phnom Penh and actually in Cambodia. So we just thought we would finish off our video here. And yeah, we've had an amazing time the last 2 weeks. We've explored a lot in Cambodia. We've enjoyed being back here. And we're looking forward to our next destination, which you will find out in the next video. But make sure you like and subscribe to follow along, and we'll see you in a new country next time.